What is up, budgeting family and friends? My name is Sharia. This is the Sharia Matt channel, where I am documenting our six-figure debt-free journey as an entrepreneurial licensed clinical social worker with my very own virtual private practice, along with my husband, who is a welder. Together, we have a combined income of about $130,000. We started our journey in October of 2023 with $305,884 worth of debt. We are on a journey to have that debt completely paid off and eliminated by December 31st, 2026, to then start to build wealth and become work optional by the age of 50, which is in 9 years for my husband. We are documenting and sharing our journey in the form of monthly budgets, weekly budgets, debt updates, transfer Tuesdays, quarterly net worth updates, and because I am an entrepreneur, I do also share the income that I was able to earn at the end of every month in my private practice. If that sounds like something you are interested, if that journey sounds like something you will be interested in following, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you or anyone else you know is on a debt-free journey and can be informed and or inspired by following my journey, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and share this channel or this video with that other person. Today's video is a debt update. It has been a while since I have updated you guys on my debt, and we will get right into it. The last update I did was at the beginning of June, and we started June 2024 with $278,481.75. And today's debt total update or debt confession update is $280,302.80. The screen that what I have on the screen is my budgeting template. In the budgeting template, there are several sheets. I won't go into detail about it. If you're interested, I think I did a video on my new budget template. But this is basically the start tab, and this is where you enter in all the information. And I go in this tab every single month, and I update the numbers at the beginning of the month. So as you can see here, all of our debts are listed here, and then it tallies up the total here. And then from there, it is reflected on the debt dashboard. So I wasn't normally doing my debt updates from this sheet, but I think I better understand how to incorporate the sheet. So if we go into, I'll break down my debts that are listed, starting here. So over here, these numbers are reflected from the start tab, and then once a balance is paid, then it is entered here, and then the leftover, what is left on the balance is entered here, and then the balance should be accurately reflected here. The number over here is the number what the number should look like at the end of September if we make all of the payments that are listed over here. And you can see that my minimum payments come to $3,219.51. I'm sorry, the minimum payments come to $4,063.37. So when you subtract this number from what was listed on the start tab, it should equal this number here. So reviewing the current debts that we have remaining, the first one starting is my Hilton American Express card. And in every budgeting video, I think I share that I have 3 kids that are authorized users on these cards. 2 of those 3 kids pay their balances off at the end of every month. One of those kids is a college student. She recently got a job, and she will also be responsible for paying some of her balances off at every single month, because we do give her an allowance that goes towards the purchases. The current balance of the Hilton American Express is $2,998.84. This is reflected by the debt avalanche method, which is the method that we are using to pay down now that we have gotten most of the credit card debt out of the way. The next American Express card, the next debt is my husband's American Express card. He has 2 authorized users, me and then my bonus son. And the current balance on that card is $2,697.19. Now, according to the avalanche method, we would pay $1,634.01 on this balance, and then we would pay the remaining balance off in October. And then we would pick this up and start paying. We would pay the minimum payment of $418.03, That's not the minimum payment on this card. That is what we have already paid thus far for this month. And then the minimum payment, the actual minimum payment is $40. We would pay that, and then we would have this card paid off by December 2024. The next debt is the HELOC. The HELOC is currently sitting at a balance, which is home equity line of credit. The HELOC is currently sitting at a balance of $28,155.76. It has a minimum payment of $348, and the interest rate is 7.75%. And according to this method, we would have this paid off by February 2026. Wow. The next debt is my car. The car is currently sitting at a balance of $46,036.49. It has a $250 minimum payment for September, but the actual payment is now $793 or $39. I'm not sure. The interest rate is 7.25%. And according to this plan, we would have, if all we paid was the minimum and whatever we actually have in overage, we would have this paid off by November 2027. The next couple of debts are our student loans. My student loan balances never change, and I don't really focus on them because it's too depressing. And I won't start focusing on them other than the minimum payment, which is just automatically drafted until I'm able to actually aggressively pay them off. But all of the balances remain the same: $16,806.43, $8,506.29, $8,066.09, $16,171.86, $12,027.79, $27,387.02, and $34,215.28. They have interest rates that range from 6.63% to 2.25%, and I anticipate being able to have these paid off in the second year. So I know we're getting ready to go into 2025. I would love to be able to start paying on these in the second half of 2025, or all of 2026, since the goal is to be completely out of debt by December 31st, 2026. But according to this plan, the last student loan would be paid off in 2029. And then the last couple of debts, one is our mortgage, I'm sure. Yes, our mortgage is sitting at $75,214.65 with a minimum payment of $1,331.99 and a 2.62% interest rate. If we did pay this off, and actually we will pay it off, but it'll just be for peace of mind, and that is just what it is. I fully understand investing more into the market or in real estate, but we just want the peace of mind. And I've shared multiple times, I do have an autoimmune disease that can become drastic without any type of signal or warning. And I would just love to be debt-free, mortgage-free, and everything, even if I'm doing really well managing my health. And then lastly, again, on the avalanche method are our PayPal cards. Now, my PayPal card is sitting at $797.94. And then my husband's PayPal card is sitting at $956.55. This actually does have an interest rate of 29.99%, but we pay the interest accrual payments or the special finance payments in full to avoid any interest accruing or interest accrual. And then the same with Sam's Club. We use that to make our household bulk purchases. And because we have a $200 budget, we typically pay that right back off. But we use the Sam's Club card for the cash back, so on gas and purchases. So again, the total debt with all of that, including the mortgage, and this is not including my investment property. Now, I do have an investment property that my daughter does live in, and it would probably be deeded over to her, but I don't include it in my debt because she completely covers all of the expenses for that. The mortgage for that is $497. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo, and the mortgage is $497, and the HELOC, not the HELOC, the HOA, which is ridiculous, which is $185, and she covers all of those expenses, so I don't include that. But it definitely would be something that I might consider paying down if she doesn't, and then collect the rent from her as income. So, or the mortgage payment from her as income. But I think we recently talked about it, and she's kind of interested in paying it off and, living her best life in her 20s. So, or by her 30s. The total debt number again is $280,302.80. And here it says the minimum payments that we pay each month is $2,891.37. If you saw my weekly budget for last week, I think we exceeded that in just week 1 of September. And that is not a true reflection of the debt amounts that we are able to pay in an entire month. So, that is it for my September debt update. Now, the reason that I know you're probably wondering, like $278,481.75 that was last reported in June is less than $280,302.80. And the reason for that is because we did tap into our HELOC and take out $6,000 to buy a pontoon boat. I will insert a clip here, a picture of the boat. It was a used boat. We previously had a boat. We sold the boat and our Tahoe in 2019 or 2020 to pay off the investment property that has 100% cash flow. So that $850 rent, we sold those 2 items to pay that off. And we said we would get another boat once we paid that off. And we did not. We got into more debt. And then my husband ran across this pontoon boat for $6,000. It was actually like $86,000. I mean, $8,600, and talked him down to $6,000. And we took that out of the HELOC to be able to purchase the boat. Loved the boat. Enjoyed the summer with the boat. And I'm really glad that we got the boat. Not glad that we took out debt to get the boat. But that is part of the reason, or actually the reason why I didn't report July and August's debt numbers, because I knew that they were higher than what I previously reported. And I really hesitated to report September's numbers. But I remember that the purpose of my channel is transparency, and I needed to be transparent, because when you get on a debt-free journey, even though I've been on a debt-free journey like 5 times before already, things like this will happen. You have developed these thought patterns and these money principles and these money behaviors over the course of your life, and it may be unrealistic that despite how motivated you are to change your finances, that you don't resort back to previous ways. And that is kind of what happened in this situation. So originally, also with that, I thought I was going to get a different full-time job, and I would have made $6,000 in that month had I started and got the job, and been able to pay that off to pick back up the debt, or for the numbers to be at where they were at or lower by August. But then that job fell through and the offer was rescinded. So picking back up for the month of September, starting fresh, especially since now is the time that I really like to focus in on my yearly goals and reflect on like how hard I need to go in this last quarter to make some of them, to accomplish some of them. And so this is where I am. So we're starting September. As of September, it's Monday, September the 9th at $280,302.80. And again, if we make all of the payments that are indicated on the September debt dashboard, we should end September at $277,209.53. So that is exciting to report. If you have watched to the very end, I really appreciate you guys. If you are someone you know is on a 6-figure debt-free journey or on a debt-free journey similar to mine, then please make sure to subscribe and share this video with that person. I would love for both of you guys, whomever else, to join me over here. For more day-to-day updates about my debt-free journey, please be sure to check me out on TikTok. It is listed below in the description box. That is it for today. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.